All right, so we're gonna jump right into movies that are coming out streaming. So we're gonna talk about what's coming out on HBO slash HBO Max, which we're gonna talk about some fuck shit with them later on. That AT&T and I, for whatever reason, it didn't really immediately like register that AT&T owned. Uh, I guess they own Warner Brothers. Was there a merger between Time Warner and then AT&T? I don't know. There's a lot of fucking mergers
Yeah,
and
I
shit
think that
happening.
happened like 2018 or something.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of fucking mergers. I get lost as far as who owns what nowadays. But anyways, we're gonna talk about the story about that a little later. What's coming out this particular week on HBO slash again HBO Max is I May Destroy You, which is a series that's premiering. So this is we talked about the I think we talked about the trailer for this a while ago. But essentially, it's about a woman who she can't remember what happened to her. Like I think is like the night before or something like that. And so it kind of follows her journey and it talks about like consent, those type of things. Looked really interesting. It has Michaela Coel, who I'm trying to remember what I know her from, and I think it was like a show on Netflix that I think she did that. I'm trying to look at her chewing
Yeah,
gum.
I
Yeah,
remember talking about this.
yeah. This particular show, but I remember her from chewing gum from Netflix, I believe. But yeah, so I definitely could would propose that everybody check that out. I'm definitely going to go check it out to see what it's all about. Um, but yeah, let's move it on to Hulu. So on Hulu we have this week Crossing Sports season one, which is a Hulu original. Into the Dark, Good Boy, another Hulu original. But then they had some throwbacks that I thought were pretty fucking dope. 7 Pounds, which is a highly underrated movie. This is a movie that's kind of slept on a little bit, as far as being one of Will Smith's best movies, and it, of course starred him and Rosario Dawson, I believe.
Yep, I believe Michael Ealy Green was in that movie.
Yeah.
A few other familiar faces, but it's hard to say like a Will Smith movie is slept on. There have been some bad ones. There was Bagger Vance. There was like After Earth. 7 Pounds is definitely one of his best pieces of work.
Yeah.
Really good throwback.
Yeah, 100%. And a neat, funny story about about 7 Pounds. So when it first came out, I remember there's like a big mystery as far as what 7 pounds actually meant. As far as the and before I'd actually seen the movie, I remember I was talking to a coworker and shout out Joe if you happen to be watching for some reason. But I was talking to him and I was like, yeah, I wonder what 7 pounds means. And he's like, well, isn't that how much, duh, like, isn't it how much a human heart weighs? And I was like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then I was like, thought about it later, like, fucking human heart doesn't weigh 7 pounds. Could you imagine if your fucking heart weighed 7 pounds? That's more than a newborn
I,
baby. Like, what the fuck?
I would say the heart weighs 7 pounds. It's
No,
pretty dense.
it does not weigh 7 pounds. I will look this up right now. Because I think I remember seeing the stat somewhere and
And so
thinking,
this water went down the wrong pipe. I keep coughing.
yeah, you all right? Throat's all locked
Yeah,
up. Um, let's see. How much does a human heart weigh?
I'm pretty sure the average for an average adult weighs 7 pounds. Not for like
Uh,
fucking a middle linebacker. Heart might be a little bit more than that, but I think 7 pounds is
your
average.
heart can weigh 7 and 15 ounces, or I guess this meant to say between 7 and 15 ounces. A man's heart, on average, around 10 ounces, and I would have to assume that 10 ounces does not equate to 7 pounds. I would have to assume that. How much is? And I failed all my science courses,
Are
so
you sure you're reading the right shit?
I think I am. I don't know.
Yikes! This water's trying to kill me.
Ain't it? Yeah, you look like you're struggling over there. Is that water?
I am.
Is it-
It is. Yeah.
how much is 10
Why is it?
ounces?
Why is that such a terrible feeling? Like when the water goes down the wrong pipe in your throat?
Yo, you're dying for like 20 minutes at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even 1 pound. 10 ounces.
Yeah, it's definitely weighs more than 10 ounces. We'd be foolish to think
What?
the human heart
These are
weighs
coming
less
from
than 1
Google.
pound.
I have no idea what actual sources these are, but I am believing them. The normal heart is
That's a Trump fact.
all right. Anyways,
Why can't you just search how many pounds does the human heart
I
weigh?
did. Wait, how
We'll
many?
find the answer in
All
pounds.
right. How
Talking
many
about like kilograms and ounces.
pounds does
American
the
measurements.
heart weigh? The normal heart is about the size of a clenched fist and weighs about 300 to 350 grams, less than 1 pound. Boom. I
No,
stand correct. It feels good to be right. What can I say? Um,
I'm almost certain you're wrong.
all
I'm gonna
right.
look it up too.
Yeah, coming
But
from the
let's carry on.
yeah, fair enough. All right, so let's move on to just other throwbacks. Poetic Justice. Truth be told, I'm gonna, and this might get my black card revoked, according to Joe Biden, but I have not actually watched Poetic Justice through and through. I've only seen like parts of the movie. I've watched like maybe like half the movie, and then I got distracted with something else or whatever, or maybe I watched it through and through when I was a kid. But as an adult, I haven't watched it like all the way through. And of course, it's the film starring Tupac as well as Janet Jackson. Uh, so I think I might try to check that out just so I, don't get my card revoked. But then also throwback on Hulu is Fools Rush In, which is probably my favorite romantic comedy of all time, with
Who's in that?
Matthew Perry and Selma Hayek. Yeah, I
Yes,
absolutely adore that
yes.
movie. And I don't care who knows it. I'll fight you. Okay, and then in
And that was Salma Hayek in her like. Now
no,
she's
no, no, no.
still in
Yeah,
her
yeah,
prime,
yeah. I thought you were about to.
but
I thought you were about to say the sinful words that when she was in her prime. No, she
no.
is
Salma Hayek has
always
been
in
in
her
her
prime.
prime for the better part of 2 decades.
Yeah, for a better part of her entire life, she's in her prime. So in Amazon Prime, we have as a throwback Knives Out, which I'll definitely be checking out because I didn't get to check it out in theaters when it came out. So I'll definitely watch that. Um,
Yep. I'm gonna need your login.
yeah, I'm gonna have to charge you at least $2 or $3, per login.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh,
These are rentals, right?
no, no, no. This
Or
is this
or
is just
no?
this is just on Amazon Prime, I believe. Um,
Fuck that. I'm gonna need that login
uh,
for free.
on Netflix, we have Patriot Act with Hassan Minaj, Volume 6. We have Curon. We have Lennox Hill, a documentary. Then we have Reality Z. And then we have, of course, Spike Lee's new joint, The Five Bloods, which I can almost guarantee we would definitely be doing a press play for.
Yeah.
And then we have Dating Around Season 2. F is for Family, which I actually think is a really good animated comedy. I think Bill Burr does it along with what's his name? What's his name? I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. It's
Another comedian.
Justin. No, Justin. What's that dude's name? Justin. He was in. Fuck. Anyways, his name's Justin
Black guy,
something.
white guy.
White guys, Justin something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, but it's a good show. F is for Frank. Then we have Jo Koy in His Elements, which is a comedy special, of course. I haven't checked out any of Jo Koy stuff, but I always hear things about him. So I think I might check this
Joe
one.
Coy, he hits and then he misses.
So
And
a little spotty. Yeah.
yeah, sometimes he's like really funny, and then sometimes I'll watch one of his stand-up specials, and it's like it'll just be like an hour of like, this is okay.
Yeah, I hate those that like it's like you're like you want to like it, but it's also just like I mean this is a little bit whack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely one of those.
Yeah. And then we have Kippo and the Age of Wonder Beast Season 2. Then we have Pokemon Journeys, the series. Then we have The Search. Then we have The Woods, Alexa and Kate Part 4. And then in our other streaming platforms that we're just now sort of talking about, in Disney Plus, we have Artemis Fowl, which is actually kind of a little bit of a big deal because Artemis Fowl was supposed to be coming out in theaters, and I think it's supposed to be the start of one of these kind of like book movie franchises, that it was previously a book, but now it's it's a movie, and so I think that there's probably like 18 other books about this particular thing, and but it's going straight to on demand for
Yeah.
Amazon for
And
Disney
I don't think
Plus.
I've heard of this one, so I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, you know what? The trailers for it came out right around the time that the world was basically set ablaze with this whole coronavirus thing. So it's no surprise that you might not have heard about it because I think it kind of got downplayed because of everything else that was going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It didn't look terribly great to me. Who's in it? There's I want to say somebody's in it that I know play. Oh, Colin Farrell, I believe, plays like the father in it, who gets like kidnapped or some shit. I don't know, whatever. Don't really care, but it's coming out on Disney Plus. I probably won't be watching that, to be perfectly honest. It's not necessarily my jam. But anyways, that's essentially all that's coming out on our streaming platforms this particular week. So let us know in the comments below what you think about the things that are coming out. Are you going to check it out? Are you going to watch Da 5 Bloods from Spike Lee? Are you going to check out some of the throwbacks that I mentioned? Talk to us. Let us know in the comment section below. With
Hey,
that,
also, I
yeah.
got to throw this out there. One of
Mm,
my favorite shows just came back for season 4 on Netflix, Queen of the South. I'm
mm,
not sure if you've seen that. But
yeah.
season 4, I think, premiered just last night.
Mhm.
I knocked out 3 episodes last night, and I've been watching some like not so well. No, I'm not gonna say that. So like for a while, I was watching Outlander.
Mhm.
So I finished season 1 of Outlander. That was some shit. Um, uh, Yeah, I'm never
Jesus.
gonna. There were like 3 more seasons, and I was just like, no, I can't take this shit anymore. Um, and then I watched She's Gotta Have It on Netflix. Finished all 3 seasons of those. That was a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Um, I think I started another show, but I just couldn't do it. I'm kind of watching How to Get Away with Murder right now, but
Mm,
I'm gonna take a break on that because Queen of the South is back, and there's nothing more important than that show.
yeah. Um,
What about you? Have you finished anything lately?
you know what? No. But honestly, I've been so busy doing things that it's been really, really hard to like find a show to start. And to continue because it's like everything that I do, I kind of have to like I can have something on in the background, but I can't like pay attention. So I usually like having something on that I've like previously watched, so like I can still use it to distract me, but also
Yeah,
that I don't actually have to pay attention to. And so it's hard for me this specific moment in time to find a new show to get into. But I think this is a good moment to like try to catch up with shit because there's not much new shit, so it's just like, all right, well, you can catch up with whatever shows that you've been meaning to get to and you haven't gotten to. And so hopefully within the next couple within a month or two, I'll be able to start some
get
shit
back
that
to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, but with all that being said, let's move on to our first